This is a trial of Eren Yaeger. With us, we've got Rafa defending. Danny is going to be the prosecution. I'm the judge, and he will be the jury to decide whether or not Eren is guilty. So,
am I virgin spinner?
Okay. So, Eren Yaeger is being accused of the following crimes. 1. Crimes against humanity. 2. War crimes. 3. Genocide, both attempted and threatened. 4. Terrorism and threat to international peace. And 5. Premeditated murder and mass homicide. So, we can go topic by topic. How does the defense like to tackle it first?
In what sense? If I go first, or does the prosecutor?
No, the defense goes first. You want to go topic by topic?
This in US like 117 crimes, right?
Yeah, I wrote a 5.
We ain't got enough time to go through all his crimes.
Okay, wait, just before. Trial is in session. That was well.
Keep in mind,
It's actually better to top it so that you can hear it. Okay, so I'm defending Eren Yaeger. I mean, what are the crimes? There's what to say. What a guy.
Do you want to tackle first the crimes against humanity?
Sure.
The fact that he deliberately and widespread attacks on civilian populations through the rumbling, resulting in mass deaths and suffering.
Yeah, but it goes like my main point for his defense is going to always go back to the point of like he had to make that decision knowing that it was only feasible decision for the better of his people. At the end of the day, there was prejudice against. Forgive me, Judge. I don't remember the name of the fucking people. Or not Atlanteans.
Marlians?
No, his people.
What, the 6'10"?
It's the House of Paradise.
It's the island.
Yeah,
the parody people.
The parody people or whatever. But they had the people that were fucking outcasts.
Yeah, they're fucking people.
Whatever.
You were thinking of the
10'6"
Atlantean.
Have been prejudiced against for a long time. So, and he knew, knowing knowledge of the future, he knew that the only way to stop the war was with this only solution of
didn't stop the war because the war started.
Stop the war momentarily.
Momentarily.
Let the defense continue. Objection denied.
The judge is fine shit. I don't know.
And you're also making assumptions based on you don't know if the war was the same. It might have stopped the war between those two groups, and another war might have started.
There was a nuke that blew up the fucking place. Are we playing?
What?
There was a whole nuke at the if you want the history.
Prosecution, you're not making relevant remarks. Let the defense continue.
What nuke? But yeah, so my point is always going to be going back to he had a decision knowing that that was only his possible decision. Like I don't think you can attribute a crime to someone even though he did make those decisions himself, but it was the only decision that he could do to leave without, letting the war
and
continue.
that's tackling specifically the rumbling and the crimes against humanity.
Well, but it didn't change anything.
Well, correlate.
It actively stopped the war.
No, the only thing that it stopped is that
the prejudice against his people.
The only result was that it allowed his friends to live a good life.
Incorrect. It stopped the prejudice against his people by instead of seeing his people
by
as
killing everyone else.
Maybe if you let me finish.
By killing everyone else.
Judge, can you take control because he keeps interrupting me? Can you actually?
Because he's been speaking for the last 5 minutes.
The prosecution has a point.
It's my turn to speak. Which means I've been speaking for the last 5 minutes.
That's a good point. The defense is now done.
Yeah.
The prosecution, what do you have to say?
Yeah. Bitch. Like I say.
Compare it with Bin Laden or some shit.
Realistically, the whole thing about it stopped the prejudice. It stopped the prejudice because he killed everyone else. He killed 80% of the goal. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Of course, there's no, I bet that all the people that didn't fucking like. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, the only reason he stopped the prejudice is because he fucking destroyed everyone else.
That's incorrect. We know it stopped that the idea that Eren had was to make him see as villains and the party people instead of devils be seen as heroes.
So, as a whole point is that the means justify the ends.
Yeah,
because killing 80% of the people for his friends to have a beer or two.
It's not a beer or two. I don't know what you call it. He stopped a war and a prejudice against his people.
He stopped a war by annihilating 80% of the population.
Like he knew there was no other choice.
Your grandfather got stepped on by Eren.
Are we ignoring that? Are we ignoring that the Marmians?
My grandfather got stepped by my hand.
Maybe if the jury's not supposed to fucking speak. Are we ignoring that the Marmians were injecting Eldians was the word I'm looking for with the serum to transform into Titans and send them to party? Would you not say that they would have either done that to as many people, if not had already done that to as many people by how many Titans are shown?
No. I don't think they turned 80% of the population.
If Marley was let roam free without a conclusion to the war, would you not argue that they would have done harm to as many people?
No. To the 80% of the population? No. Of the globe. Because Eren didn't just annihilate the Marleyans. He annihilated everyone.
Yeah.
Apart from the people of party. I'm losing my
apart from
pussy
people from the
whiskers. My pussy whiskers, mate. Right? So, not just Marleyans.
I don't get your point.
Everyone.
However, in the absence,
Geopolitical sciences, he destroyed every fucking... what's the thing in the ocean?
The seismic
Waves.
waves.
No.
water.
Coral reefs. Every coral reef destroyed. Can we get Billie Eilish?
okay,
here? No,
okay.
it's not Billie Eilish.
We're gonna
Get me out
dismiss
of
it.
it.
Let's move on to the next thing he's being accused of. So it was all the genocide that he could commit, which was
Well,
a good
that's going
innocence,
back to the same
and
point.
also all the premeditated murder and mass homicide.
Well, we don't actually have. He didn't actually commit any murders. His dad did.
He didn't commit any murders. Let me see.
He sent the Titan to his mom.
He stepped at least on 13
Is it-
children.
Well, we don't actually have proof of that.
Isn't that second degree murder?
Well, it really depends how we're running this court. Do we have evidence of his dad's memory? Because technically, there's actually no proof of Eren being there in the past. That doesn't really make sense.
Okay. And
Yeah, but
So he
he
did actually.
actively led the.
but the judge watched the
rumbling.
show.
Shut up!
Yeah, but we're not talking about. Yeah, but we're talking about murders here, not genocide.
Genocide is just a lot of murders.
I know, but we're talking. Yeah, I know.
This
but we're-
bitch.
Oh my god. But he's not talking about the rumbling anymore. The fucking crime that he brought up.
What about the murder?
Jury, you're not against me. If you're not gonna bring something, don't bring shit
I'm,
up.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
It's the prosecutor's job to
Jury,
bring shit up.
he's judge. Confusing the viewer.
judge, but
Can we ban him from the court?
So Eren is being accused of premeditated murder, and you said there weren't any examples seen on screen. The Warhammer Titan got actively killed and eaten by Eren.
Warhard. Yeah.
He actively.
that's-
Yeah, no, but
that's
that
an
was
example.
Yeah, but that was
Now
contribute.
that might have a reason behind it. I'm not saying
Yeah,
whether
it
or not
was
that
contribute to the fucking rumbling, which I've explained that there was the only solution to the war.
But he again, it wasn't the only solution. So
It was.
Yeah, his one solution to the war was to kill literally 80% of the globe, apart from his own
I've
people.
explained that wasn't the end, the conclusion of his
It was.
decisions. No, the conclusion of his decision was to make himself.
Did he or did he not
save his race? Yes, he did. He
Shut the
saved
fuck up
his
for a
race.
second. Shut the fuck up for a second.
No.
Did he or did he not
Save his race.
crumple 80% of the world's population? Yes, or no?
Yes, he did.
Yes. Then, mate, why are we here? Can we go early lunch?
But
early lunch.
I don't think he should be penalized for doing so because the means justify.
So he killed a bunch of innocent people.
were the most.
I saw a baby getting passed around
I would
somewhere.
argue most Marlians weren't fucking innocent because they all prejudiced to some extent to
Yeah, but they didn't know
aliens.
though. They were just acting based on the information given by the government.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just disagreeing you in the sense that Aaron's decisions were just a means to stopping the overall
Who killed
war.
more innocent people? Marley's decision and their government, or Eren?
Well, Marley's decisions over the years, there is a conversation to be had in which you gotta keep in mind this war has been going on for millennia, hence why parody was made. And the rule was if parody wasn't messed with, rumbling wouldn't happen by the king. The thing is, parody kept getting messed with, but the king didn't have the Titan's powers anymore until Eren did, and then he started rumbling. So they were warned that was going to happen. People just eventually stopped believing it and started believing it was just a tale. So they kept injecting Eldians with the serum and turning them into
But we're
Titans.
not talking about a system of morality here. We've agreed that he trampled 80% of the population.
Well,
Yeah, but I don't think he should be penalized for doing
whether
so.
or not you consider it to be morally wrong, because if you're just going based on the sheer number logic, like if you're basing morality
Well, so
on
keep in mind-
logic, then the side Aaron's decision caused more deaths than him
Also,
not doing
wait.
it. But whether or not that was the
Also,
right
ladies
decision.
and gentlemen of the jury, let me remind you that 80% of the population might seem like a big number, but the population wasn't compared to the population of our planet now. It was much less.
Abortion? No, not abortion. What's the thing I was supposed to say?
Objection.
Objection. Wrong court.
Objection. You don't know that.
No, it is true.
You don't know if there's some like African society. Unless
But
you
it's
don't.
not common. It is.
Wait,
not,
you don't know if there's like other cities and shit.
it's not. It wasn't like the same population as it is on our
Yeah,
planet now.
not now.
Yeah, that's what I said. So you objected to
people.
something that I
There are
said, and you're
people.
agreeing with it. No, that's fine. That's the guy you're agreeing with. But let's also not forget, like, it wasn't just like Aaron's like lifetime of years of terror. We're talking about generations of terror. These people lived inside walls. They lived inside, and those were the people not
Within
getting
the walls.
Let me finish.
Not inside the
No.
walls.
What? They lived inside the walls.
Within the walls, not inside the walls. Inside the walls are the Titan.
Proper persecution.
No, we're
so-
speaking.
So it is
the wolf court is a precise practice.
Proper persecution. Shut up.
That's
On
so.
the next point.
If I say someone lives inside the house, are they inside the walls?
They're inside. They're within the house. If he's
Within the house. Prosecution, shut the fuck
they're
up.
inside the house.
Yeah, so we can't, and we're just talking about the people in this small party island that we're told not to mess against. We're not talking about the aliens in Marley that we're getting
The
experimented.
prosecutor's walking me off.
Jury, do you mind paying attention because you're making the
There was
decision?
generations of fighting,
The
like
prosecutor was
racism,
checking me
and
off.
like constant attacks. These people were scared to leave their walls, and they were casual. Like we gotta blame Marley for all the aliens that were eaten by Titans. They made Titans. Like, and then are we? I'm just saying, like, would you not, if you had the knowledge that Eren did, would you not make the decision to stop the Titans? Because he also did that. He didn't just stop the war. He stopped the Titan powers. They were no longer a thing.
Objection. You don't know that for sure.
Fair.
Did you see any Titans after Eren died?
Only because
And
we
he
didn't see any Titans after Eren died doesn't mean there's no more Titans. That's not.
At least for like
correlation doesn't mean
thousands of
causation.
years, we saw that there were none.
Okay.
Did you see any?
I also saw a whole city get
No,
bombed.
well, for a fact is, for generations we saw Titans roaming about. After Eren did, they were no longer a thing. So you can make the assumption that Eren's actions stopped Titans.
So you're trying to claim that Eren's decisions did more good than evil.
Eren
Yes.
could have already stopped the Titans before the rumbling.
What does the prosecution have to say?
Eren could have already stopped the Titans before the rumbling. He already
Is
stopped it.
it the whole point that was the only choice that he knew all
Not
about?
stop the Titans. That was never a thing. His thing was like I need to stop, like because with the founding Titan he could already stop him. Like he literally controlled the Titans. So
did-
it wasn't he didn't need to do
he
the
needed
rumbling.
royal blood.
Yeah, but he didn't need. He already had that because of Zeke. He did not need to do the rumbling to stop the Titans. Like what the fuck am I doing?
Yes.
Gang?
Okay.
Yes, he didn't. But
So,
that was
unrelated.
only defense they had against Marvel.
Listen, Eren's
He also couldn't control Titan.
Eren's
wielders.
choice was solely
Wielders.
based on his family and his friends to live a good life.
No,
Yes,
his people.
most of his friends, Mikasa,
His
because he's a
people.
bitch.
He never caused the Mikasa at all. I think we should take that into account.
Yeah, sure, right.
Point.
But
Mikasa
that
and
was
him were just family,
his
bro.
main thing.
Mikasa
was
took us.
fuck everyone else instead of trying to establish some sort of barrier.
They
or-
did. The walls were legit a physical barrier. What kind of barrier do
No,
you
a
want more?
barrier like within like this is my country, this is yours.
They did that. They wanted parity, and they sent fucking Titans overseas.
No, the Paradis is a fucking island. You dumb
they
bitch.
wanted the island.
They never wanted just the island.
They did. That's
No.
why they set up the walls.
They,
yes.
they literally crossed the ocean to be like, let's see what the fuck they're doing over there.
because they knew about Marley.
Yeah, and as soon as they knew about Marley, they're like, yeah, I'm rumbling
Because the
that
whole
shit.
reason in the beginning was they wanted freedom. Freedom from the Titans, freedom from their, at the time, oppressors, which were the Titans. And that's when they figured out about Marley.
Yeah, and instead of being like, I have the Titan power, we will never be bothered by Titans again.
Marley still had more
No,
Titan-
let me finish. You dumb fuck. Instead of being like, I have the power of all the Titans, my people are never going to
Objection,
be...
he didn't have the power of all the Titans.
Shut the
by
fuck
then.
up. He had the founding Titan. He could control
Well,
Titans.
Not the Titan
He
wielders.
could actively control... Did I say Titan wielders?
You
dumb
said all
bitch.
the Titans.
You dumb bitch.
That includes
So
the Titan
he had enough
wielders.
power to never be attacked by Titans, and any Titan shifters he could easily protect with the founding Titan. So they weren't a problem anymore. Instead of being like, you can't mess with us
That's not
anymore. You can shut the fuck up. You can't mess with us anymore, right? Instead of doing that, he was like, "No, I'm destroying 80% of the people."
If he threatened them, and if he went against the Titans that Marley did have, along with their weaponry, he would have lost.
No.
Yes, they
With the
legit
founding
had
Titan-
the weapons to kill Titans.
What?
Marley had weapons to kill Titans specifically. He would have not been able to
Not the
stun.
founding Titan. They couldn't stop him.
What are we
In
talking
this
about? He
founding
could've-
Titan form.
Didn't Eren
They
beat the
could've.
shit out of the fucking founding Titan just with the attack Titan?
No, the spider.
Okay. What are we talking about here?
The founding
He
Titan.
never beat the shit out of
never.
founding
That was
Titan.
never a founding
See,
Titan.
your defense doesn't know
Then
fucking
what,
Eren.
what
Yaeger.
is he on? What founding Titan is he on?
Aranya.
His form, the skeleton.
Yeah, Eren by you. So is the prosecution trying to say that Eren by himself, without triggering the rumbling,
could-
would be able to take on
Yeah.
Marley by itself?
That's such speculation.
I think that is
Bro.
an incorrection.
Well, it's not. What the fuck are they gonna do?
They
when
have
he has-
weapons to kill Titans, the cannons.
They could, bro. He just two colossal titans. Like the cannons are doing fuck all to them. Like, what? The cannons, like he just sends. If imagine they start attack, like he's protecting a border, and they start bringing like ships and shit. Two titans, boom. Those
But
ships.
that's not the
eradicated.
same as rumbling.
Not the same as you said.
Let's circle back. That is a good point. What's the difference between him committing mass genocide by himself or with
Because
the
one
rumbling?
is protecting his people, and he's only defending against attackers. The rumbling is killing innocent people, and 80% of the globe.
Wouldn't he be killing innocent people anyways?
No, because innocent people are not coming to attack him. Because if then they are, then they're attackers. But he's not killing the people; they're just living their life over there. with a little baby being passed around. He's only being attacking the people that are attacking them. So it's defense. That's self-defense, Judge. Study up on the wall.
But Marley also
what is
had
that point?
Titans.
Yeah, I know. And if Titans attacked him, smash him up. But it's different if there he's playing from a defensive position in protecting his people. With the rumbling, he's from an attacking position to destroy 80% of people.
They've been inside. What more defending position do you want than them being inside walls?
Because that's
Like?
fair. You have your country. I have my country. We don't like each
But
other.
they didn't do that. They didn't respect that.
He decided to no. But even if they didn't respect that, and then he acted defensively, that's one thing. But he decided to annihilate
the
them all.
rumbling was an act of defense.
No,
They
no.
Yes.
Killing
Let me
80%
finish.
of
Let me
people can't be
finish.
an
Let me
act of
finish. How about that, Judge? Can you fucking shoot him? They were Marlon
Shit.
was warned that if they came to Power D, that the rumbling would start. Aaron just did that.
A million years beforehand.
But it doesn't matter. It's a matter of fact
Check.
that they got
beg your
told
point.
that if they went to Power D, Aaron would start the rumbling. Aaron did that.
Okay, I'm gonna bring the conversation to a close here. I'm gonna want now the defense and prosecution to take turns each, giving
On
a
the
final closing statement to the jury.
Jury.
The defense can go first.
If you agree with me, I'll go crazy on it. Well, Aaron is just like we gotta keep in mind he knew the future. He knew all the all the fucking possible ways it could go, and he chose that one.
Okay, can the prosecution not jerk off the jury into the table?
Do you not think
Messiah.
if Aaron knew any other better way for things to turn out, he wouldn't have fallen? He knew all the possible ways to
Abortion,
do.
he doesn't know what he's talking about.
The prosecution, shut the fuck up.
We're reporting Aaron, guys. It's what I've said. Like, it was the only solution, basing on his information. And you can't, when someone knows all the possible ways it turns out, and he follows this one, you have to believe in his instincts of it was the right thing to do to protect his people. His people were under fucking prejudice for generations, mate.
Okay. That closes the defense's closing statement. Prosecution, begin yours now.
First of all, have you seen his trim? Come on. Second of all, it's the same man I just made. I'm gonna keep it short because I'm sure you have a wife and kid to go home to. So
Nah, he's single.
he
gay
could
as well.
have played from a defensive position to protect his people, but he decided to go on the attack and kill hella innocent.
That's hindsight,
right? Realistically, he killed more innocent people than Marley's ever did. He would have destroyed 80% of the population.
Speculation.
He could have kept these people safe with all the power he had, with the founding Titan power. He could have kept these people safe without eradicating the whole baby. You remember the baby? The baby. Let's go. He could have kept his people safe, but he decided to annihilate the globe. So you do it. Your wife and kids being stepped on by Iran right now.
The baby as well.
That closes the prosecution's closing statement. So now, jury, please give your verdict on Eren Yaeger's sentencing. Guilty or not guilty?
He outmocked Aaron.
5 years of mogging for
Guilty or not guilty, bro?
5 years of chin tucks.
Rolled max for reincarnation.
Based on all the information that was displayed to me as the jury, I'm gonna go with my final decision of deciding that Aaron should.
Answer the question.
He's guilty.
That's it.
The final verdict on Eren Yaeger is guilty. Eren will now be sentenced to a billion years of
Shin tucks.
of shin tucks and penis jerks. So let's move
That's
on.
only for him.
Yeah, but what points did he make that was so convincing?
what isn't the trial in session?
The trial is closed.
Fucking whatever.